Alright, hello everyone, my name is Stress. Thank you so much for watching my new video clip, SNL. It did really well. It did twice as good as Slept In, which is crazy. I hope it's gonna top 1,000 views. I really do. Let's not make it too big of an ad at the start of the video. I wanted to talk today about the fact that you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm still riding the high a little bit of the fact that I made my own fucking video clip. I actually asked people to help me and they wanted to help me. And together we made a video clip and you guys were fucking excited about it, which made me even more excited. And then I was like, you guys can do this too. If you have a passion, if you like to make art, if you like to sing, if you like to make any kind of project, if you write, you can fucking do it. I hear a lot of people around me that have aspirations, that want to do things, that feel like they can't do it. The people that are scared of doing things because of other people's opinions. I wanted to share a few of my own examples encountering people that really dislike you for what you do, how to handle those people. And after we talked about that, I wanted to share with you what you can do to actually chase your dreams. It's surprisingly simple. First, let me tell you a little story. I remember we were hanging out in a big group of guys. This was a bunch of years ago when I still had my Stress channel. And I remember that we were sitting all together. We were planning on going out for drinks. And we were sitting together. And then one of the guys turns to me and he asks me, "So Rick, what do you do for fun?" And I could see from the look in his eyes that he was out there to like mock me. He was out to make a little fun of it. So I was like, all right, well, my channel's called Stress. I make videos mostly about video games and all that. And I could just see him turn to the guy sitting next to him. And he went like, "Stress." And they were like giggling about it. And it made me feel really fucked. It made me feel like, what the hell? Am I weird for doing this? And I still remember like a bit after that, when I would make videos, keeping in the back of my mind that, hey, maybe if I make a video, I will hear about it from these people or whatever. There's another instance that I can remember. So I used to work really early shifts. And we used to sit in a canteen together with a bunch of people before the shift would start. Imagine you come up to work with a bunch of people, it's really early, everyone is really grumpy. And there was this one guy who, I don't understand why, but for some reason he thought it was funny to just go to my channel, play my music as loud as he could. And I asked him to stop, and I was like, "Can you stop playing my music in front of everyone?" But he was really obnoxious about it, like obnoxious in a really demeaning way. He would just blast the music, and everyone was really grumpy and groggy, so they were like, "Shut up," you know? He was actually using my music as a means to annoy people, which in turn made them dislike my music because he was blasting it in their face while they didn't want it. And I just I kept asking the guy, "Bro, can you just stop?" And he wouldn't stop. These are two examples of other people. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, right? It doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be people that are shitty about it. For a while, I didn't really understand how to navigate that, how to handle that. And granted, the overwhelming amount of people around me either don't give a shit, which is really comfortable if they just don't care, right? Or they really like it, which is also really nice. If people like it, they give you compliments and all. But I never knew what to do with the people that actively dislike it and go out of their way to make you feel shit about it. I didn't understand it. Because it's like, if you don't know how to handle that, then how are you gonna have a channel anyway? Or, in your case, how are you gonna pursue a passion? And then I remember this one guy who, he's an artist, he makes music, and he's really out there. Like, he likes to do things that stand out, and I really admire him for that. And I remember this one time when we were hanging out with a bunch of guys, and they would come up to him and do basically the same thing that they would do to me. Where they would go and ask what like his artist name was, and then they would mock it. So he said his name, and they were laughing in his face about it. And I just looked at him, and he was like smiling and shit. Like, he didn't give a fuck. They were like, "Oh, is that your name? That's such a fucking weird name." He was like, "Yeah, man." He was like glowing as shit. It was crazy. And they seemed to notice that he enjoyed doing what he liked. So, like, there was nothing to gain there. There was no pain to, like, derive from the fact that they were mocking him, because he didn't give a shit. And then I noticed, like, oh shit, this guy likes what he does so much that it has more value than the things they say against him. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, sure, these people are mocking him and like talking shit about him. But at the end of the day, this fucker is in Brazil doing his thing. And these people are still back here, like being grumpy about it. Like, you don't have to think in terms of winning and losing. Who's the one having the fun here, right? And so that made me really realize that you have to put your perspective of what you want on yourself. And for the longest time, I made things with the opinion of other people in the back of my head. But you have to be selfish. Like, the praise you get sometimes for things, or the hate, whatever, is a result of that. Is a result of you being selfish and standing up for the things that you like and you enjoy doing. And I think that's really important, that you know what you want to do and you just go fucking do it. And so that is going to be the main point of this first part of the video. If you are alone in your room, you just do what you want to do, because there's nobody around. So you don't give a shit what other people think, because it doesn't matter. Oh, I just got a message. I forgot to turn on off the message sound. I hope it's gonna stay with one message. So now we get to the essential point, which is you have to decide for yourself what you want. What do you want? Fuck what everybody else thinks. Maybe people really encourage you to do a specific thing, but you want to do it slightly different. You gotta figure out what you want and what you like first, and then you gotta go do it. Because at that point, you don't care what other people think, because you know. And like, I'm not saying you know as in you have a vague idea. No, you know what you want to do. You damn well know what you want to do. And if you're in that place where you damn well know what you want to do, there's absolutely, and I mean this deadly seriously, there's no one that can stop you. Because what are they gonna do? Realistically. Like, are people physically going to go out of your way to stop you for what you want to do? Of course not. Maybe some people are gonna try to make you feel like shit for it. How far can they pull that? Like, realistically, all the fears I had with making content and in this, because for me it's about rapping, right? Because I make raps, but I know I'm not as good as I could be. I'm doing it because I like doing it. I like doing it so much. It's a big fucking passion of mine, and it makes me feel good when I do it. And that is so important. That is essential, because that's how you grow and that's how you get better. And if you, for yourself, decide that what you want to do is so fucking important to you because you think it matters, then you're unstoppable. Really is. Because at that point, there's only two things what you gotta do. You gotta have like a vision for the future, where do you want to go vaguely, and then like a really short-term plan. That's it. Really, that's it. So, for my example, my vision for the future is I want like a YouTube channel with 1 million views. That's what I would like to have. And I would like to like have a sick video clip. Like a really, really well-produced song and a really dope video. Alright, now that's long-term. Short-term, it doesn't really matter that much. I can just mess around. Look at some of the earliest clips I made. That was me trying to get comfortable in the realm of rapping. Like, is this for me? Is it not for me? I don't know, but I'm having fun. And now I'm going a step further, right? I made my own rap. I made my own video clip. It's a bit more serious. And I get a lot of positive comments on that shit. And it would have been really scary to do that from the start. But in my head, I already knew what I was doing. Like, that was my future vision. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a rapper. I want to get 1 million views. That's it. I don't care how I get there. If I just want to mess around a little bit, I'll do that first to make me feel comfortable. And now, what is my next step gonna be? I don't know, but it's gonna be slightly better than the previous one. And that's how you progress. And that's also how you work yourself around the opinion of others, because it's not about the opinion of others, it's about your progression. And I feel like a lot of people also have this feeling that if you have like a short-term plan and it doesn't work out, you failed. When in reality, you just made your long-term plan a little bit longer. Because when you can fail a bunch of times. You can fail like 10 times. You can fail like 20 times. Who gives a shit? Right? It's your thing. You're having fun. Who cares if you fail? And what is failing anyway? It's like you set the standard for what's a failure or not. If you're happy because you made, let's say you want to write a book, and you try to write it, but you're not happy with the result. At the end of the day, you still wrote, like you still progressed a little bit. You want to paint, but it doesn't look realistic. Well, you still paint it. Do what you like. Do what you love. That's the message of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed these kinds of videos. I would love to have a format where you guys in the comments let me know what you would like to talk about. Because usually on these kind of videos I get comments with people discussing the topics that I talked about. And I would like to have this back and forth with you guys where I discuss something that you guys bring up. So if there's anything interesting you guys want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.